The Humane Society of Missouri cares for pets and animals year-round, of course, but one special day each year, they need your help and my help, all of our help. Their Day of Giving is Tuesday of next week, and leading up to that special day, we are very excited here on Great Day to be able to share more about exactly what it is they do and what these funds will help them continue to do. I want you to welcome to the show Robin Dexter with the Humane Society of Missouri. She's the one on the couch, and then that's Sea Turtle down there doing what I usually do at about 9:12, just like, you know what? It's been a long show. Just gonna take the load off. Tell me a little bit about Sea Turtle. Of course, Sea Turtle came from the Humane Society.
She did. Sea Turtle came from the Maryland Heights shelter, just down the street here from the studio.
Oh, yeah.
And she came in at 9 years old a couple Septembers ago, and I fell in love with her, and so now she lives in my house.
I can see why.
Yeah, but she's the best.
I think maybe you live in her house.
It sure seems that way. She might move in here, actually, Matt. I don't know.
Are you living your best life, girl? I think she likes our rug.
She does.
So for folks that don't know, and I can't imagine there are many, but I'm sure there are a few, tell us exactly what the Humane Society does and why this upcoming Day of Giving is so important.
Yeah, the Humane Society, our goal is to give all these abused, neglected, and otherwise homeless pets a second chance that they deserve. So we rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome.
Big part of the fundraising effort is to support what you guys call the Animal Cruelty Task Force.
Yes.
I've met these folks before. I've been to the trenches in the trenches to some degree with some of them before. Tell us about these incredible people.
Yeah, they're awesome. Our Animal Cruelty Task Force, they are on the ground 365 days of the year, 24/7, in all counties in Missouri, helping rescue abused and neglected animals.
Can you tell us a little bit about the kinds of conditions and situations in which you find these animals? Because, frankly, they can be horrendous. And I don't know how these people who care, you know, to 11 on their master volume meter for animals, how they're able to do it. I guess it's because at the end of the day, they know it's for the betterment of these creatures.
Absolutely. These are folks with big hearts. They go into these situations that are pretty much disgusting and dilapidated and usually really smelly and dangerous sometimes, and get these animals out of these situations that are just, as you can see on your screen here from some of our past footage, just really sad.
And we're just talking about the environment. You can imagine what the health of the animals is like a lot of times as they're pulling them out of these situations. But let's get to the happy part. Once they're rescued, they come to the Humane Society of Missouri, just like Sea Turtle. And then what happens from there? Or what do you hope happens from there?
Yeah, so the length of stay really depends on what the animals need from us. Like if a dog needs a little bit, Turtle, come on. If an animal needs a little bit of extra care, if they are seriously underweight, some of these dogs come in skin and bones, right?
Yeah, totally.
Or with wounds, they're sick, they have heartworms, they have parasites. So they may need more time to recover, but we don't give up on those guys.
Yeah.
We give them all the care they need and all the time they need to get better, and then we make sure they're ready for their forever homes.
So what do we need to know about this upcoming Day of Giving? How can we help?
Yeah, so this is our biggest fundraising day of the year. All the funds donated on this day go to support our Animal Cruelty Task Force. So these are those folks who are on the ground helping animals all across the state to all the corners of Missouri as far as you can imagine. And so these funds are really critical. We are completely donor funded. We don't get any tax dollars, anything from the federal government.
Right.
So we depend on donors like you guys to help us out.
And the reality is nobody wants to let our brains wander there, but you have to think what would happen to animals like Sea Turtle, what would happen to all these animals rescued from these hazardous situations if it weren't for the folks at the Humane Society.
Yeah.
They need your help. Humane Society of Missouri's Day of Giving, critically important in helping fund their Animal Cruelty Task Force. So to give today, which you can do, go to hsmo.org/dog. D-O-G. We're going to be sharing more stories throughout this week and next ahead of the actual Day of Giving on February 4th. But you don't have to wait. You can donate today, guys. They will allow it. Okay.
Awesome.
Sea Turtle has deemed that it's acceptable.
Now we're all in love with Sea Turtle.
Yes. Best performance.
They never get out of the building.
Adorable.